welcome back. It is Blazeayeen again, doing another fabulous product review. This time I wanted to tie it into something I absolutely love doing in our house. Well, actually, I should say not even just me, but my lovely partner Miroslav. I think I just adapted a behavior with them. Diffusing oils. So obviously, we have a whole bunch of essential oils and diffusers, which I will get to a few of those a little bit, but I figured I'd just do an unboxing video of this SpaRoom called the Bliss. And this is just a iridescent finished hand-blown glass diffuser. Now, I have used SpaRoom products in the past. I have a couple of their diffusers and of course their essential oils that work very well. SpaRoom is definitely a really cool company too, because it's in my neighboring state, Ohio. That's what they're headquartered in. And I just figured, you know what? I went to this little fabulous spiritual store at a mall. I can't remember where that was, but just we went there for a family to visit their family over Thanksgiving. Miroslav saw this and they were like, "That looks really cool." And I said, "I agree." And sure enough, they bought it. So yeah, so there's really not much to say on the box. I mean, it shows what it looks like, all the features to it. It runs up to the intermittent setting, 12 hours, which will be 30 seconds of mist on, 30 seconds off. Most diffusers have it. I do feel like it's a very underrated feature because I feel like when you continuously diffuse and diffuse, your mind is like, oh, you know, it's just a smell, and just gets used to it. I feel like that 30 seconds on trains your mind to wait for it to come back, which I like. There is naturally a white light setting, which I know probably makes more sense on an iridescent diffuser. This one does not color change. I know some people only like the color changing ones. This is warm light only. Which I think really makes sense on an iridescent, but to each of their own. Ultrasonic, of course. Most diffusers are, they just work the best. They take a little nebulizer in the bottom of the base, which I'll show, and just oscillate the water at a very high intensity, and you put oil in it, and it's fabulous. And then, of course, it includes an adapter, which I sure hope it does. And then it goes over little features like misting, which, you know, talks about how it looks and whatnot, the features it has. Water capacity, which is really good for what it is. Runtime, this 6 hours continuous and intermittent for 12 hours. Mist shut-off timer for 1, 2, or 4 hours, and of course 2. If it does happen to run empty, it does shut off as well, which is very nice. That's a feature that I think most diffusers has, but still, just a nice feature to have. So we'll go ahead and unbox it. So naturally on the top, you have some cardboard for packaging and just to secure the diffuser and the adapter. And I believe that this is a 24-watt adapter. Most are. So hard to see through a suit. Yes, it is. Yep, it is, which is nice. Most diffusers are, but you know, still something nice that's in there. So we'll just pull it out of the box here. So once again, there's the diffuser itself, and of course an instruction manual. I mean, you know, just telling you how to use and care. I would definitely recommend keeping this if this is your first diffuser. If not, though, you know, it's just very simple diffuser for sure, but still very nice in its own way. So here is the inside. It is packaged very, very well, and you know, no bones about it, but sometimes that's nice because you don't want things being a little too much, because then it does get very overcomplicated, which I love. So there's that. So here's the diffuser itself, and I can see my reflection on it, and it is beautiful. I'm really trying not to get it all fingerprinted up because I know that definitely in a gloss finish like this is just a natural thing for it. But, oh, that sounded nice. Here is the actual diffuser itself, and you can see it's got a little chimney for it so it can reach out the top. And then inside you got some warning labels and whatnot, which I do like that as well. You know, just maintenance and whatnot. Obviously, you don't want to stick your fingers in there because your fingers have oil. That will mess up the nebulizers, but you know, just to keep in mind. Here is the bottom, which gives you the model number, some little information about the energy and stuff it uses, and of course, a small little fan. I've used these SpaRoom diffusers in the past continuously, and sometimes some things I've noticed with some diffusers, the fans get very loud. The ones that I've had no problem with that. So I will go ahead and pause, and I will fill this up and show you what this looks like real quick. All right, and welcome back. So basically all I did is I filled it up with water. Now, they recommend you use distilled water, and I would say recommend it too because the distilled water just doesn't have any of those minerals in there that make the reservoir of the diffuser all mucky and whatnot, which does happen. But if you don't have it, I would say water out of a refrigerator is just as good. Just make sure that you do keep it clean. I recommend using a little water and some white wine or white vinegar and just put a little bit in there and clean out the nebulizer and whatnot with a little brush. Just be careful not to scratch the surface of the nebulizer. You don't want to do that just to keep it clean, and that just works really well. So we'll just put that on like that. I didn't show you, it's just a basic little white nebulizer in there. And there's that. So I will go ahead and put the iridescent top on, which just looks so good. Perfect. So there's a couple different buttons. So this one right here is for the timer. This one does on and off for the just misting, and then intermittent on and off. And then this one does the light, which I'll show the lights. And I feel like it's the perfect brightness. It's not too bright, but also not too dark. Diffusers are not made to light up a whole room, so absolutely I just love this. It's a nice warm glow. It complements the glass iridescent just glow so well. So that's that. So I will go ahead and switch it on. So we'll turn it on. It just comes on like this. Which, sorry. I don't know if you can see it. I do apologize. But it's a very light mist. And then there is the timer for the 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours if you wanted to shut off. But typically I just let the diffuser run until it's empty and it shuts off on its own. But it's there if you want that. So there's on, and then there's the intermittent on off, which is 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. As you can see, it's shut off, so it'll stay off for a little bit and then come back on. And there it goes back on, misting again. Then of course, if you just want it off, which is very nice. So overall, this is a very simple diffuser. I love how easy it is to use. It looks absolutely fabulous. This is definitely a really good diffuser if you want the looks to basically do the talking and not all the features. Still got the really nice features like a light and of course the on, intermittent, and off. It's got a timer too if you need it, which really, like I said, not a necessary make or break with these diffusers, at least not for me. But it does a really good job for what it is. I really like the way it looks, and I'm really excited to start using it in our home. So this has been the SpaRoom Bliss Iridescent Diffuser. I hope you all enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Bye now.